Hey everybody, welcome to Devlog number 4. If you're new here, this is an action-adventure game heavily inspired by Zelda: Ocarina of Time. The goal of this project is to create a game that feels like home for fans of the original, while offering lots of original content and new mechanics for everyone to enjoy. With that said, let's get into the progress I've made since last time. One thing I've learned from the journeys of other game developers is that the feel of a game is one of the most important things to get right. A tiny game without much to do can still be fun if it feels great to play. But a game that feels frustrating to play is likely to annoy players and drive them away, even if it has huge amounts of really unique content. This concept of game feel can be hard to define, but a lot of it comes from things like how responsive the main character's movement is, and the audiovisual experience as a whole. These are the main things I focused on this time around. I added dodging to make it easy to get out of the way quickly if an enemy is attacking you. Personally, I think it's kind of fun to just spend some time dodging all over the place. I tweaked the movement speed a lot to give it that nice snappy feel, and give the player a nice sense of freedom and agility. I also added alternating attack animations that you can chain together if you time it right. It still has a few bugs right now, but I have some ideas for how to iron those out. For now, it's a good start on a more satisfying combat system. To help show off the changes to movement and combat, I created a brand new enemy to fight. I tried harder on this one than on the weird evil rat you saw before, and hopefully that shows. Let's fight a few to see everything in action. You might have noticed that I also added a few visual effects that play during combat. There's an impact effect, a red tint to the character when they get damaged, and some puffs of fire when the pieces disappear. All of this was inspired by battles with stall children in Ocarina of Time. All of this together is so much more satisfying than having the enemy just disappear or something. Last but definitely not least, I added the game's first sound effects. Turns out it's actually a little difficult to find male voice clips that sound kind of like Link. If anyone has suggestions of where to get some, feel free to let me know. In the meantime, take a listen. So that's what I've been working on for the past few weeks. My next big priority is improving this first environment, which is supposed to be a lot like Hyrule Field. I'm getting pretty tired of just having this big open expanse of nothing. I want to come up with a few places to go and things to do, instead of running around aimlessly all the time. This will also give me the chance to keep figuring out the look of the game. How much like Ocarina of Time do I want this game to look? And how do I balance that with unique content? Speaking of which, I've realized something while doing research for this game. I kind of have rose-tinted glasses when it comes to Ocarina of Time. And while it was an amazing game, it did have some real shortcomings. One of these was that Hyrule Field was honestly kind of boring. It was a nice open place to ride around on a horse, but other than that, there wasn't much to do. I want to try to avoid that with this area, and with the game as a whole. If anyone has suggestions for how to make a big open area like this more fun, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I have a few ideas to get started with, but community input always helps. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching my devlog.